We're here with the new coach at Rose Hulman. Welcome to Rose Hulman, Coach Sayles.
Thanks for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Your background is HCAC. You played at Defiance. You were an outstanding ball player there. Second team All-American. You went on. You've been coaching. You've been at Mariette College, and a very good program there. What caused you to take a look at Rose Hulman and leave there?
Because the balance of academics and athletics. I always wanted to be at an institution as a head coach where academics were just as important as athletics. And not to mention the facilities here are phenomenal. The people here have been great ever since I interviewed. It's just come to fruition to be at a great place and being able to run my own show. And I feel like I've earned it and I deserve it, and I'm ready to prove myself at a great institution.
You're a young coach coming in with a good team. Really, you've met with everybody, I think, on the team.
Yeah, I've had phone conversation on my drive from Marietta to here, on my third day actually being in Terre Haute, and they've been great conversations, full of energy, full of excitement, ready to go to work. And obviously they're finishing up internships and enjoying being home with families, which I expect them to do that over the summer. But they're coming back with open mind, and they know now that they're one of my guys, and I'm excited to coach them. And they know I'll do anything that I can to help them out to become a great person and great basketball player.
You've got a transfer and a possibility of 2 or 3 freshmen coming in. Have you talked to them?
I have talked to a couple of the freshmen in the transfer, and they are all just as excited. They picked, Rose obviously because of the coaching staff, but because of the academics here as well. And I reassured them that they picked the school for the right reason. And trust me, I'm going to work really hard to make sure they become the best basketball player they can be.
You keep talking about academics, and we do too on the Indiana Sports Network, but it's a unique situation here because academics comes first and athletics second.
Absolutely. And I know the college route, especially at the Division III level, I know these next 4 years are going to make up the next 60 years of their lives. So academics has to be important because they're not got to be playing basketball the next 60 years of their lives. And I want them to be successful outside of basketball and make sure they have good lives for their families and able to do things that, they probably couldn't have dreamed of doing on their own terms with their own financial aid pocket.
The kids here that play sports are unique because, first of all, they're way above average on academics. Absolutely. But then to also have the commitment and the dedication to play a major sport tells me that they're totally different people.
Absolutely. I think you learn so much in sports. I understand their minds academically are phenomenal, but in sports, I feel like I learned so much more life lessons and social skills and battling adversity. And those are the things that I really love about coaching college basketball is mentoring and watching these guys develop and battle adversity and grow from it and use that in their real lives. Because life is not perfect. We all know that. There's going to be a bunch of trials and tribulations they're going to have to overcome. And I feel like you learn a lot of that through basketball, and you can have those stories to tell to your families. And that's what it's all about.
You've got a good commitment of young guys coming in. Have you been able to see film on them to see preliminarily what kind of a basketball team you're going to have, what kind of style you're going to play?
Absolutely. I've watched some clips before I interviewed because I knew I would meet with the team of some of the film of some of the games they've played, and I think we have a bunch of skilled guys. I think in terms of how I want to execute and play will be a little bit different, so obviously it'll be adjustments for them, but I think I'll have people that want to learn, that want to listen, that want to become better, and believe in me. And that's the most important thing. And that's part of, like I said, building a culture. They got to believe in me, and they got to trust me that I know what works. And they got to know I'm a player's coach. I'm going to listen, but they got to know at the end of the day it's going to be whatever I say, and it'll help put them in a great position to be successful.
That's what everybody wants to hear, a player's coach.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and that's how I've been my whole life. And, obviously I played for some great coaches, been around some great coaches, but now I'm ready to, make a stance for myself and figure out, who I am as a coach and make sure that my guys have a great experience being here at Rose Hulman.